guys, it's Sophie, welcome back to the channel, and as you can see I'm hovering my original position again. I wanted to film in front of my window like I did before, and I just realised that that's still up and it's not Christmas anymore, so just bye. Yeah, so I actually think this whole ensemble, what's that word, ensemble, makes me seem older because I got this choker from Rebecca Christmas 2015, and I hadn't actually worn it because if you've watched my 50 facts about me or 25 facts about me, I don't remember how many I did, I think it was 25, then you'll know that I don't like wearing things when other people are wearing things, like when things are on trend. I don't like that, I like to be different, so I must wait till everyone else has just kind of gotten out of that phase. And then I wore it and I went downstairs and my sister looked at me and she said, "What have you done to your neck?" And I was like, "You mean my choker?" She went, "Oh, okay." And then I watched Celebrity Advice Bureau and Ellie Taylor was wearing it, so cheers for that, love. Right, so as you can see, probably where you clicked on it by the title, what's in the jar. If you guys actually know what's in this jar already, then you've been here for a bloody long time. So I don't realize the tin off myself left. In that tin is little pieces of paper which say things that have made me happy throughout 2016, because 2016 has not been the best year, guys. As you can tell from a few of my previous videos, you'll know why 2016 wasn't that good. And yeah, so if in future years history teachers teach children about things like that, so that's what happened in 2015. Now on to 2017. I was like, what about 2016? We don't talk about 2016, nah. Right, so tin opener. Right, in the video I said that I would be putting 20 pence in per week, and I just stopped doing that. I'm putting all my spare change. So if there's like hardly any money in this, I'm going to cry, but it is quite heavy and I have a feeling it's just full of coppers. And I have no idea which end I'm supposed to open this from, but either way it's going to be sharp edges. And I just know that this isn't going to work out for me, because we had this other one and I whinged, fudge, nearly broke myself. I whinged for years that I didn't like the previous one, and yeah, it was all a messed up situation basically. And my dad was like, "Oh no, we're not getting a new one, and this isn't even working for me." I'm pretty sure I have to do it from the bottom. See, you can hear that, but I have no idea how much it's going to be. Yeah, I was right, I had to do it from the bottom. We always did it from the bottom, but I don't like doing it from the bottom. This isn't going to work out well. This is going to be one of those new things that I can't open things on camera. So I'm going to come back to you when I can open it. Okay guys, I'm back and I've just opened it. Well, that's a lie, I didn't open it. I went downstairs and I gave up, my sister opened it for me, and I just cut myself on it. So I'm sorry if you don't like blood and I just did that without warning you. But, bugger. Right, so I'm looking for tissue. I was going to just stick it, but I'm bleeding now, so barely. This has like lipstick on it, but I don't even care because tissue, right? So I'm not going to stick my hand in because, come on, I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. So I'm going to pour it out and I'm going to read out the majority of things. I mean, obviously some things I won't be able to read out because it might involve family situations, which shouldn't be in there really. But yeah. So after that, I'm going to count up all the money and see how much was in it and see if it was worth it. I know I'm going to do it again next year, but yeah. So let's just hope my finger doesn't bleed all that entire time. Okay, so this was a stupid idea. Okay, remember when I said I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid? I'm just that stupid. Right, so let's get on with it. Mentioned before on about the whole ensemble. If you're new here or you don't know how old I am, how old do you think I look just from this? After there's like a few people who have put their guess in, I will tell you how old I am. Okay, so we'll just go in with the first one. My bed is like shit full of coins right now. Okay, so this isn't going to be in order. This like really isn't going to be in order. I have put dates on them, and I'll tell you the dates, right? So, Sarah messaged my driving instructor to see how my first lesson went, and he said I did very well. The 9th of the 6th. And I'm English, so the 9th of the 6th means the 9th of June. I have to think about which month I was. I actually don't do driving lessons anymore, which I really should, because I need to learn to drive. So, step over. And the next one is... bloody hell, this is a long one. Right. Got a shout out on the B radio because I was talking to Ollie on Twitter. Bloody hell, I remember this like it was yesterday. He said, I remember this, I was talking to him on... I'll read the rest of it in a minute. I was talking to him on Twitter about something, and we were just having a convo. And then he said, I'm glad you listened to the B. And I said something like, oh, I always listen to it when I'm doing my assignments. And then he stopped talking, and then I was just sat there listening. I wasn't actually doing my assignments at the time, I was just sat there listening to the radio. And he said this bit, he said, and a hello to Sophie on Twitter, who is stuck doing work today for college or uni. That sounds fun. I was sat there, total fangirling, and I think the B radio kind of like gives away kind of where I am in the world. So yeah, Lancashire. So yeah. Okay, the next one is, oh, there's two there. Next one. Right. I didn't actually say the date for that one, but it doesn't matter. It was sometime in February. Alright. On the 21st of January, I created my own YouTube URL. YouTube.com/that's my dog barking because the firework just went off because New Year. /C/Sophie May _Sophie Rawsthorne. At that time, my name on YouTube was Sophie May, and I changed it to Sophie Rawsthorne because there were that many Sophie Mays within circulation, like in circulation, and I was the only Sophie Rawsthorne that I found, so I changed it to Sophie Rawsthorne. Okay, next one. I don't want to put that one in, no, but I'm going to tell you anyway because honesty. Right, on the 15th of January I applied to a modelling agency. They accepted me and my dad said I couldn't do it. At the time I was 16. So yeah, and again, if you haven't commented what age you think I am, that kind of give it away. Okay, so the next one. It's a long story behind it, so. On the 31st of October, I had a Halloween movie night with my dad plus sweets. That's actually what we did last year. It is last year. I'm saying last year like it's still 2016. Okay. So it was 2015. We had like 3 kids come to the house, and then we were just like, you know what? Stop it. There's no point in this. A lot of them weren't even wearing not uniforms, weren't even wearing costumes, and I thought, you know what, sod it, this year we're not bothering. And yeah, so last year, 2016, me and my dad, we got some sweets, we just sat down watching Hocus Pocus, which is a good film. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Okay, so the next one. If I like stop, obviously you can tell it's been edited and cut down, then that is because I am not very well. Next one. Oh wow. Right. This needs some explaining, right? Saj, Shaheen and I were talking about Debbie's stories, 12th of January. Okay. So on my college course, this is changed now. We were in our first year at this time, and there were these 2 girls that I was friends with on the course. I'm still friends with them, but they've just swapped to a different group. And our tutor was called Debbie, and she told us about her life stories, and I absolutely loved her stories. I still do. She's so sweet. So yeah, I absolutely adore Debbie's story. She told us, this isn't going to sound weird, because I'm doing health and social care, as you guys know, and if you don't know, I'm doing health and social care. We were doing a unit about different stages of life, so we were talking about periods, and she told us about her first period. And it was such a sweet story. Oh, so sweet. It was so fucking funny. And as you know, my channel's a bit TMI because Rebecca and I have already told you about our first period. And if you haven't seen that was in Girls Discuss All, the first episode, periods. And if you haven't seen it yet, I'll link it down below. Okay, the next one. I'm just taking these out randomly. There's just a big pile on my bed. So, the next one. Oh, that's some lovely handwriting. Wow. Okay. I'm not telling you that one. Just no. Some things I'll tell you, some things I just won't. Okay. Right. Again with the radio for the B. On the 14th of February, I laughed for about 5 minutes straight because the B radio said that Ollie Hemsworth has the face for radio. And if someone says that, that means you're ugly. But I've seen Ollie Hemsworth in real life and on Twitter. He's not ugly, he's kind of cute. And I like his hair. I have this thing with guys with like bushy hair. I had this whole phase with Harry Styles when he was younger. He's like, how old is he? 23, 24? I know I'm probably going to get the whole fandom coming at me. I used to be in the fandom and I'm not too fussed. If I know information, I know information. But I was absolutely obsessed with Harry Styles, and then he got rid of his curls and I was like, I just like the curls, I think. Right, so this one doesn't actually have a date on it. But I think this was actually my first entry. I remember that. Because I wrote, Daddy listened to one of my stories about work. And because he cared. In brackets, had to make drinks because I didn't know how to work the front tills. This was actually my last shift at McDonald's. Right. Amy, my boss, came in and asked me to work the front. And I didn't really know how to work the tills. I'd only ever done the drive-through. I mean, obviously you have to work the tills to do that, but I never really knew. Because when you're on the tills, my dog keeps barking. When you're on the tills at the front, you can't just turn around and go, what do I do here? You can't do that. They've got other people to serve. When you're on the drive-through, it's two here. Someone for the money, someone for their orders. And with that, I turned around to Amy and said, I don't really know how to work the tills. And he said, okay, I'll give you the easiest jobs, you can make drinks. And obviously, everyone needed the drinks. So I just kept doing everything and making everything, going, do you know what, I'm just going to make everything in advance and hope everything goes well. And then everyone comes down and says, oh, is this for me? It's like, actually, I just made it, here you go, done, bye. Because yeah, there were so many people at that job that I could not stand. And I mean that in the nicest of ways. There was some people there who I absolutely adored. But there was one woman, there's always that one bitch. There's always that one bitch. No matter what you do, no matter what age you are, no matter what job, nothing, there's always that one bitch. So yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail about that. She was just a bitch to me. She tried to force me to do things. She wasn't even my boss. She was in the same boat as I was. Exact same job, because you had the crew members and then the whatever they're called, so like kind of like the trainers, the people who train you, and then there's the deputy manager and then there's the manager. She was a crew member, I was a crew member. What are you doing? Yeah, and I know my voice keeps changing, trying to be sassy. Okay, so I don't even know. Right, the 10th of January, Oliver sat playing with the Hoover, the like extension, the thing that goes on the floor, whilst Daddy was hoovering in the living room, right? At this point, he only just turned 1. Oliver being my nephew, he'd only just turned 1. and my sister was heavily pregnant at the time with her second. So I found it quite cute. And kids make me feel old. They're not even my kids and they make me feel old. Okay, so the next one being, it's going to be a long video, I can't see it. This is a strange thing for me to write. Right. 30th of January. The dentist said that my teeth and gums look healthier and I'm ready for braces. Braces. That mainly meant because there was some, it's like fluoride. That was my nephew, Oliver. He just found the door downstairs. Yeah. Because I needed some sort of fluoride to strengthen my gums because apparently I wasn't getting enough because I wasn't using the right toothpaste. So I got it prescribed to me so my gums would be stronger, and now I have braces. So yeah. Next thing. There's a video about this. There's a video. Right. 1st of October, I'm an actinator. If you haven't seen that, I'll link the video down below. A lot of it's going to be edited because, yeah, a lot of it's just me blowing my nose. Okay, so, what even was that? 25th of the 11th, bloody hell, my life's going way too quick. 25th of the 11th till 25th of November, 12 Millie's cookies for a £5. I love Millie's cookies. And I don't know what that number said. 12, right? 12 Millie's cookies for a £5. They're supposed to be like £7.99. If you never had Millie's cookies, you need Millie's cookies. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so on the 5th of April, that's gonna happen in a lot of videos. I pulled the trolley around at the checkout. The worker waved at Oliver. You do look good. You do look good in a flat cap. It suits you, sir. Oliver waved, winked, and giggled. And she gave us a free Asda bag, which was so cute. It was one day off, 18 months old at this time. She actually gave us a free Asda bag, because of how cute Oliver is. He really is. He always wears a flat cap. He loves them because he makes him look like his granddad. Okay, my dad, just a clarification. Okay, so I just smile at these because I know what's happening. I remember these things. The 21st of June, Daddy came home. If you haven't seen my videos about Anthony Nolan or why I became a stem cell donor, then you won't know that my dad was ill and he was diagnosed again. Well, I don't know when he was diagnosed, but I know I found out on the 24th of May this year, and he came back sometime in June. So yeah. Next one is this is gonna sound really strange if you don't actually know me in person, but on the 2nd of May, my sister and I had a funnel and baby wipe fight. This is basically when she cleans the kids with baby wipes, and then I'm like, oh, pass me a baby wipe, I need to clean my face. And then the first thing she does is run into me and wipe my face, and then I'm like, love, could you not? And then we just start arguing. We used to have water wars and everything, and a ketchup war at one point whilst I was wearing a blue top. Okay, so the next thing. Trying to complete my assignment whilst listening to music. The song makes me happy. Sing Together by Train. I absolutely love that song. I actually love Train. There's 3 Train songs that I absolutely adore. They are Drive By, Sing Together, and 50 Ways to Say Goodbye. I couldn't think of the title then, so I had to sing it. I didn't actually sing it, I kind of like whispered it. If you could have heard that, it's like, yeah. If you guys haven't heard those songs, then you have to hear it. It's going to be a long video. The next thing, so on the 2nd of May, asked Sarah if you could drink jelly, and then I choked on half a tub of jelly. I remember doing this, right? We got jelly for the kids, and I sat there and I said, I wonder if you can drink jelly, because it used to be liquid and it's quite wobbly. And she said, go ahead, try it. And I tried to drink it, and it kind of choked me. Okay, it just went in my mouth. I was like, kind of thing. So yeah, no irony there. I'm wearing a choker right now. Okay, the next thing. Rebecca came up with a fandom name, Thornies, the 1st of October. Thornies, proof. Whoa. Proof that Rebecca came up with it, and that was in October. It is the 1st of January 2017. That was in October. Man, is my life going quick. Gotta get my life sorted. Right. I've reached 307 subscribers. That's a strange number to keep a record of, Sophie. What are you doing? And that doesn't have a date on it. Why didn't I put a date on it? These are all milestones. What are you doing, past Sophie? Okay. The more paper I move, there's like, it seems is more money. And I'm actually rather excited to count that. Okay, so my first driving lesson went well. That would have gone well if it was with the first piece of paper. The 9th of June. It did go well. Considering I had no idea how to drive a car. I only stalled it 3 times. And now my best friend has a driving licence. And a car. Joys. I mean, that may sound a bit weird, but I am proud of her. I'm definitely proud of her. Okay. Sarah and I made hot chocolates. Hers was more frothy, so I kept drinking Dunkin' biscuits in hers instead. The 10th of January. Yeah, that happens. I find, I can't be the only one who does this, when I make hot chocolate, I make myself one, I make my sister one, and hers always looks a lot better than mine. So she didn't like the froth, or anything like that. I don't actually know what the actual word is, but I just call it froth. All the bubbles and stuff, if you're not quite clear as to what I'm saying. Hers is a little bit bigger, so I just dump my biscuits in it, and I take the froth away, and she doesn't like the froth anyway, so yeah. And that's my dog, she just keeps barking and barking and barking. So Katie's 18th was great. 1911. It was. Good day. Because the funny thing is, this place that I was having a party didn't ask for ID because it was an 18th and it's kind of a low grade place. So, yeah. Okay, so the 12th of the 9th, started the day with 149 subscribers, ended the day with 162. I still don't know how that happened, and I'm pretty sure there was a video about that. Okay, so the next thing, I don't even know how many pieces of paper there are, but it's from the long video. Rebecca's 18th was the best night of my life, 24:09. I think I was drunk at the time when I wrote this. I think I was drunk at the time, but it was good. I mean, she hardly was there because she was the designated 18-year-old. Everyone wanted to talk to her. It was her party. So, yeah. It was just us dancing all night and seeing what the hell was going on, basically. I do this because I thought of Oliver, 23:01. I am not the best with drawing, as you can see by the eyes. Just what? But I'm actually going to keep that instead of just drawing things because I thought it was cute. I just fell onto my floor under my desk. Great. So the next thing is, I can't feel my feet. My feet are numb. This has nothing to do with anything. My feet are numb because I'm sat on my legs. Right. So I reached 185 subscribers. This is not working out well. The 14th of the 9th, 16. I'm keeping that. That is going there. I'm keeping that. That is a milestone. Strange number, but it is a milestone. I should have just like waited until it was 150, but no, I couldn't do that, could I? Right. When Sarah and I were laughing, she wiped my face with a baby wipe, so I wiped my face on her hair. She wiped my stomach with a baby wipe, so I wiped my stomach on her back. I remember this. This sounds so weird if you don't know me. 10th of January. And just like the baby wipe war, we do that all the time. We're kind of strange. She is 11 years older than me. Just to put that out there. But she's one of my best friends in the entire world. I wouldn't change everything. She's so strange. Right. The 8th of the 4th. that was that. The 8th of April, okay. Helen is my next door neighbour. She's actually a family friend. It sounds like I'm choking up. No pun intended. She's a family friend. An ambulance came to her house because her son wasn't well and we didn't know why at the time. So the next day I checked in to see if he was alright, and we were stood there laughing and joking about things, and then she messaged me on Twitter saying how sweet I am, and she invited me round to her house. That sounds so weird. She invited me around for a cup of tea, and it took months for me to go around because I had so much going on in my life. But then I eventually went round, and yeah, I found that I know my way around the house because her house is the exact same as mine, just flipped over. Right, so Tonsillitis has his upsides, 11 days away from college. How did I possibly have 11 days away from college? What even? 14th and the 12th. Not the 12th, 14th and the 2nd. I don't remember having to be off that long with tonsillitis. But, yeah. Okay, so I'm actually going to share my political view with you guys, because yeah, why not get myself hated? So the EU referendum came out as Leave, and the day shall be known as Independence Day, 24th of the 6th. That's saying too, because that is also a milestone. There's a milestone for Brexit and for the UK. Yeah. Okay. So, dancing while sat down, trying to look normal is not working, 20th of April 2016. Not a clue what that means. Not a clue. No. Right, so Thomas was born. He was such a chunky baby. Absolutely love him. Absolutely love babies, to be fair. Okay, so this is near enough to the end. Reaching through my purse, and I found a pound coin that I didn't know I had, the 14th of February. I absolutely love it when that happens. Cannot be the only one. Okay, this is another long one. This was actually a really good day. I remember this. So, yeah. Like I said, Helen, the family friend, she knew that I was having a shit day, and she messaged me asking if I wanted a donut, and then she just appeared at my front door and with a big box of donuts, expensive donuts, put that out there, expensive branded donuts, holding out this big tray of donuts, opened it and said, when you're having a shit day, you always need a donut to cheer you up. So, you know, donuts. I like donuts, as mentioned in a previous video. So, okay, so my camera kind of cut off then, and I have no idea what you heard, but on the 6th of April, I learnt to knit. I didn't actually learn to knit, I learnt how to do the slightest of things, but, you know. Okay, I think that's all the paper. Right, that's all the paper. I'm gonna count it all up and get back to you, but guys, look. Can you see that? That's a lot for me. Okay. See you in a sec. Okay guys, so I just counted it all out, and I'm going to show you again because, yeah. And what it came up to, that is not a flashing camera angle, what it came up to was £21.76, which I think is pretty good with all my loose change. How northern did I sound then? With all my loose change. So that's pretty good, because I've been wanting to buy some new makeup, and I only use drugstore makeup because, yeah. So if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. It would really help me out. And yeah, if you aren't already, then hit that big red button down below, subscribe, become authority, a member of our family. If you ever want to follow my social media, as always, links down below. Have a great day. Bye guys.